WWE RAW hits a new low. Their ratings are down even further this week. WWE RAW this week is the second lowest rating of the modern era, and it is the lowest rating of 2017. This is not good. It's really not good. And by the way, I've seen a few articles saying, not surprisingly, Raw got beat by the NBA Finals, not surprisingly. And yeah, the NBA is big, I understand that. But surely, Raw would at least put some effort into their show to actually maintain a rating so that these kind of headlines don't happen. See, this is a problem, and this is something that I want to get into. You see these idiots that make excuses. Oh, the NBA Finals happened. The debate happened. The World Championship gardening show happened. Like, there is no excuse for this. There's no excuse for a Raw to be the second lowest rating in the modern era. Okay? The fact remains, ladies and gentlemen, the ratings are down. The ratings are down, and that is because that the product that is going on right now is terrible. It's not working. And again, this isn't a one-off thing. It was only just a week or two ago where I was talking about another low rating in 2017. That's not good. And here's the thing, for these people to say, well, it's that time of the year again, bullshit. Because the time of the year is near Survivor Series. That's when the ratings really go down. So the ratings are really down now when it's supposed to actually maintain itself. Then how come? I mean, just imagine what it's going to be like at Survivor Series. Now, the official, like, rating, you know, either it's a 0 point whatever or 1 point whatever, that comes out later today or tomorrow. But this, in terms of viewership, is the lowest. That's what I go by. I go by viewership. Okay? We're going to break down the numbers here. We're going to see exactly what happened. Excuse me. I was just choking on my life there because this is insulting. It's insulting. This is insulting. This shouldn't happen. And see, for these people to make excuses to say that, oh, but they're against the NBA Finals, it makes sense. No, it doesn't. Okay? WWE never bowed down to anyone. Even American football, they never bowed down to them. Okay? WWE RAW always did its best, week in and week out. Competing against major sports. That's what they should be doing. Okay? But they're not. Because they're just giving up. This week's edition of Monday Night Raw, which headlined the Hardys and Sheamus, which was very short. That was another criticism. I should have actually, I think I did add on my Raw review. But it was very, very short. In a 2 out of 3 falls tag championship match, the first hour got 2.7 million viewers. Okay? Now, even that's low. I'll be honest, even that's low. In my personal opinion, they shouldn't even be getting 2.7 at the start of the show. They should be hitting 3s, 4s. That's what they should be hitting, people. That's what Raw should have been. But now we're hearing people that are happy. Like, I mean, I'm seeing these people that are happy about SmackDown's ratings, and SmackDown ratings ain't jack shit, no offense to you, okay? You might like it, that's fine, okay? And I'm actually going to be watching SmackDown for the very first time in a long time, and I'm going to be checking out to see if it's good. But SmackDown's ratings are down as well, so for all the SmackDown kind of, these weird fans that are pro-SmackDown, yeah, you guys have nothing to laugh at. Your ratings are down as well, okay? So, let's be honest. R1 got 2.7 million viewers. R2 got 2.5 million viewers. That dropped dramatically. The third hour hit the worst. It hit 2.3 million viewers. So we went from 2.7 to 2.3. That's not on. And the reason why I say that's not on is because for these people to say, well, the NBA Finals, surely if WWE had to compete against the NBA Finals in the first hour, right, then you would think that they would maintain their audience, according to these fanboys' theories. But no, it's down to 2.5. And the average is 2.5. 2,500,000 viewers. PewDiePie gets that in an hour. Most YouTubers get that in 1 hour. No. It's gotten to a point where men in their bedrooms can now get more viewership than WWE RAW. And you people aren't even freaking out. Well, most of us are. But there's some people that aren't even freaking out. They're just like, oh no, it's fine. Don't worry, NBA Finals. Fuck you. It's part of the show where I say what actually went wrong. First of all, the Samoa Joe Brock Lesnar thing. There's argument whether it should have been on the start of the show. Because if they didn't do it at the start of the show, nobody would have seen Samoa Joe and Lesnar. And second of all, if they maintained it maybe in the middle of the Raw, maybe it might give people incentive to watch the entire show. But again, this is my problem. The fact that you have to base a 3-hour show on a 15-minute segment tells you how bad the product is. You see, it's nothing to do with the start of the show. And in aspects, it might not be to do with the end of the show. It's the middle. And I've always said this. If they're going to do this 3 hours, the middle of the show has to be good. They have to have something in the middle. So when somebody sees something at the start, they need an immediate match that people will like. Not this Divas shit, no offense, but that Divas crap that happened was terrible. And by the way, I didn't get into Bayley for obvious reasons, but she's terrible as well, no offense. Like, and I don't mean she's terrible as in she's really, really, like, you know, she's a horrible person or whatever. But what I mean is that the character is shit. You know, the way she's written is terrible. Like, I'm not gonna hurt anyone. Love, you're on a wrestling show. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And that's how bad this shit is. That's how bad it is. It's actually gotten to a point now where we're now at the second lowest Raw rating in the modern era. And who knows, they could even break the lowest of all time. I actually think that'll happen. I actually do believe that might happen. I think they're going to hit into WCW 2000 territory. In fact, I would rather see WCW 2000 than this shit. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Again, this is the part of the show where I say what they can do. Build stars. I think they need to... well, I was going to say spring cleaning, but it's over. I think near the summertime, they need to start swiping people away. There's too many people on there. There's too much of a cluster. They need Ambrose. They need to rebuild him. They need to reel him back. They need to rebuild him. In fact, I would have Ambrose off TV for a while. So when he comes back, there'll be an impact. Seth Rollins is starting to look a little bit boring. Roman is nowhere to be found. I think he's coming on next week. Whatever. Like, you know, and I don't hate Roman, but again, people just don't care. That's the problem. I don't think people honestly care about this show. And that's why this show is absolutely terrible. Because nobody cares. There's no investment. Now, I will say this. I know there's been a lot of kind of mixed feelings on Lesnar versus Samoa Joe. I am looking forward to the match. But for the rest of the pay-per-view, I'm not. We'll see how SmackDown does tomorrow. Well, today, for you guys over in America. Because, you know, I'm not staying up to watch this shit. I'm going to be reviewing SmackDown tomorrow. I'm going to maintain doing reviews and stuff like that. I heard a lot of good feedback from you guys on my Raw review, so guys, thank you so much for that. I'm going to upload more videos and stuff like that, so going to be more consistency on the channel. Now that I've got faster internet, it means I can upload HD videos now way faster. But all in all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Again, this is just getting ridiculous. This is just getting terrible at this point. And, yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. That 0 rating's gonna happen. Mark my words. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out.